Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Inspector Gadget. Inspector Gadget. Go, Gadget, go. Welcome to Toffee TV. We're live on YouTube. It's Ask Us Anything time. And maybe one of the questions would be, what is our favourite cartoon theme tune?
Because you were just singing Inspector Gadget.
What's your favourite? What's your favourite? Well, I want to know what your favourite.
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo.
100%.
Sing it then. Sing it.
Scooby-Doo, where are you? Got
What's the best words? What's your favourite?
Know.
It's your favourite.
Well, it's just off the top of my head. You just dropped it on me 1 second ago. The way you shake and shiver. Classic. Classic. Stood the test of time. That one.
Like Cher.
Actually. Scrappy-Doo. Scooby, Scrappy-Dappy-Doo. Just on me. Like, you can do what you want. You can zoom in all you want, but
I'm not
people,
zooming in. I wasn't zooming in. I wanted to say.
What? It was Inspector Gadget. Yours.
Inspector Gadget.
Is that it? That your favourite?
Inspector Gadget. Go, Gadget, go. It's weird how you can remember stuff like that, isn't it?
Not on
Like
unlisted, this is it?
It's what?
Not on unlisted, is it?
No, it's on YouTube. It's live on YouTube.
Well, you said it was live on thing.
No, I said it was live on YouTube. This is Ask Us Anything.
Oh, okay.
I mean, know your own programming. Do you know what I mean? Know your own programming.
Yeah,
We are live on YouTube.
That's
right
all
now
right. That's
to
good.
The millions.
And you've got me singing Inspector Gadget songs.
Mate, if listen, I'm gonna sing something now, which most people wouldn't even remember the cartoon, but I remember the theme tune, which is the Moomins.
And I remember them.
We love the laughter and we love the living, the Moomins, caring and sharing and sharing and
caring.
the Moomins. See,
There you go. Not about Hong Kong Fooey.
I'm not old enough to
Number
remember.
one super.
I'm not old enough.
You won't be,
no,
though.
honestly, I'm not.
I think I was about 8 when that was out.
See, because things like Hong Kong Fooey got pushed into the ether because I was born in a generation of so many good cartoons. Because people suddenly realised that if you put a cartoon on TV, you could sell toys. So literally all the cartoons I watched were basically
toys.
Toy adverts for half an hour, weren't they? He-Man. He-Man. By the power of Grayskull, which annoys me because you know when people say we're going to Anfield, Castle Grayskull. No, it's not, is it? Snake Mountain is where Skeletor lived. Castle Grayskull was where they kept the sword.
Yeah.
So Castle Grayskull was a good place. Snake Mountain is the place you should be saying. You've all been getting it wrong for years. But I'm just glad we got that out there. I mean, it is.
I mean, I don't know why you.
Well, it's June the 5th, and what else is going on?
Okay, that's fine.
So what else is going on?
Well, people are asking. Sam Reese is asking who your favourite ever Everton player is. His is Tim Cahill. What a player. What a player indeed, Sam.
Who's yours?
Adrian Heath.
There you go. It's a generational thing, isn't it?
I mean, my favourite Premier League Everton player probably would overall would probably be Tim Cahill. To be honest with you, I loved Kinsella because it was great for a year and stuff. But for someone who was there for a long time and did well for us, I mean, loved Duncan as well. Loved Duncan Ferguson, obviously. But yeah, I'd still say Incy's my favourite of all time.
Okay. Someone is asking a question. Who would win between a fight between the Thundercats and He-Man? I've just seen that.
He-Man.
Jumped out at me. No, because I think I don't know.
Thundercats were little fuckers. They were.
Thundercats are on the move. Thundercats are loose. Hear the magic. Hear the roar. Thundercats are loose. Thundercats. There's a boss little guitar solo. Thundercats. Me and Mo from EFC Mo were talking about Thundercats the other day. At about 4 o'clock in the morning on Twitter.
As you do.
Because he said Castle Grayskull, and I was like, Castle Grayskull. And
make sure you're giving us the thumbs up. I know you might be tempted with Ped singing to give the thumbs down, but if you're watching it now, just give us the thumbs up while you're there, because it does help. And the fact is you're here, we appreciate it, so thank you. I mean, a couple of people have got off because obviously you're singing.
No one's got off. The viewing has only gone up.
There's 88 in them, and that's 84.
That has nothing to do with me.
So,
that was nothing to do with me.
John Frusciante, hi lads. Hi John. So, did you answer your favourite Everton player? No, Duncan Ferguson it was. Jonathan McCullough, which winger will we sign? Who would you like to sign?
Watch the video. Video? What's the video? I just gone very whittle. What's the video with Andy? A little pivot out. And he gives you it's the kind of insight that you need on Toffee TV. It's the kind of insight Toffee TV's bringing you these days.
Great insight.
It's a great It's 50 minutes.
Who would you like, though? A left-footed right winger, who'd you like? Say it was Neres, Malcolm, Traore, Scott Olsen. Probably the main one. And Under at Roma. Which one of them would you like to see coming through the door? Just off the top of your head, you think? You're going to say Neres, aren't you?
I suppose Neres is the one who's had the most success, hasn't he?
He's gone, yeah. Champions League semi-final and 10 goals, 11 assists, or 11 goals, 10 assists.
Playing for Ajax, I mean, Ajax are a big club, but they're a relative big club. They're a big club, of course, they're a big club, but they're also a selling club. But
interesting.
He's gonna be worth a few bob, isn't he?
Certainly is. Tom Walsh. Hey up, lads. Hey up, Tom. James Allen, would you take Sturridge?
Do you know what?
He's free.
18 months ago, I would have took Sturridge. I'm not so sure about him now, but I would have took Sturridge. He's one of those players that you know what you're going to get. You've got to manage him well. Would he be looking? He's
going to Leicester, in my opinion, at Rodgers. But
is he the kind of player now that understands his role in a football team because he understands his body? That's the question. If he goes somewhere and he thinks he can play every game, then it's not going to happen, is it? If he understands that he's a bit part player, I think. Do you know in like the final year of like Duncan Ferguson at Everton, and he understood what his role was. Come off the bench, maybe start a couple, maybe playing a couple of big games, but mostly come off the bench and have an effect, be a leader in and around. I think once the penny dropped, he becomes so much of a better player for Everton Football Club. And maybe Sturridge, if he knows that role, he'll get. I think when players
score goals,
when players get an understanding of what their role is and accept it, then they become a bigger asset. So maybe if he knows that, Leicester would seem to be the most sensible place. No, he's not coming to Everton.
No. Charlie plays 1807. What do you think about Jags moving? Done a video on it, Charlie, where we explain. Sad end of an era, but the club moves on, and so will Jags. Where have we just gone? They don't have jump.
I know, that's the problem, isn't it?
Right, where are we? Jackie FC, one player realistically we could sign. Who would you choose?
Anyway, any player that we
realistically sign them. Who would you go for?
I think there's a lot of players we can realistically sign. Gomez, obviously, it would be the number one. That's a realistic signing.
Seb Haller, I'd have. And we've been linking him again today. Because I think we need a centre forward more than anyone, quite simply. Jack Sloan, worst Everton signing in the last 5 years. Cuca Martina. Jonathan McCullough, have a good holiday, Baz. Yes, I did. Thanks, Jonathan. John Frusciante.
Cuca Martina is the way. I don't think Cuca Martina is the way to sign him. Because you didn't pay any money for him.
Okay.
And he's on relatively low wages. He's a terrible footballer.
That's it.
I think Sandro's probably the worst one. Because we're stuck with him.
Yeah, possibly. But Sandro, yeah, the worst deal, but Sandro's got some football ability. KGCA, wire copyright, touch helmets, vandalising Rupert's Tower. It'll be a small few who are doing that kind of behaviour, won't it? Best not giving them the oxygen. Sonny Stewart, dream signing within realism. What do you make of Rabiot? I know it's out there and it's getting pushed by his agent to force United's hand. But he'd be a very interesting signing if you could get him, because he's been linked with so many good clubs that for Everton to take him,
I think
that'd be an incredible signing.
I think a few clubs have called the bluff on him, haven't they? I think he wanted Barcelona, and it must have just been a case of Barcelona just like, no, you come here on what we offer you. If you don't, then we're not interested.
It's his mum, isn't it?
You're not that good.
Isn't it his mum who's his agent? Sure, it's his mum.
I mean, that's fine, you know.
You're having problems. Icardi's agent's his wife, and he's having problems.
Why are you saying?
I'm saying, just give them,
don't
give
keep
the wife,
don't keep it in the family.
give the mum and the wife all the money, but just leave the other stuff. Lenny X plays. Where will we finish next season? Do you think?
I don't know.
We don't want to commit too early, Lenny. Let's leave it there.
You can't make a decision on that based on what happened last season. You can surely only make that decision.
What I would say is if we can start the season with the way we finished it, we will have a very good season, or we could have a good season. But again, at the moment, there's too many variables because we don't know what the team would be on day one. Barry Helen Warwick, Captain Pugwash. Remember Captain Pugwash?
No. I'm not, honestly not old enough.
I remember it, but I don't know if you know what I mean. I know it was a thing, but I didn't actually watch it.
I know there's like people say there were certain characters in it that clearly weren't in it.
Okay.
Like Master.
Oh, Masturbator and stuff.
Yeah.
Probably had loads of debates, that's all. And he went through him for the big debate, the mass debate. Pro Spartan Gamer, of all the transfer rumours so far this summer, who do you think is the most likely, forgetting Gomez and Zuma? All right, I think he means taking them out the equation at the moment.
I don't think we've heard the name of the person we're signing first this summer.
Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? David Ellis, Gomez or Rabiot?
We're not signing Rabiot.
So, if it was a choice though, who would you rather have? Gomez?
Rabiot. I think he's the best player.
Okay. Brenda Murray, don't give up Toffee TV for a singing career. We won't. MGC 1878, are you lucky enough to have seen Gazza at Goodison for 2 teams? I've seen Gazza at Goodison with 3 teams.
Yeah, 3 teams, yeah.
So there you go.
Name those teams.
We don't have to.
Yeah, 3 opposition teams.
Yeah, 4 teams if he's in ours. Jack Sloan calling you Blues. Indeed, Jack. James Allen's asking when I'm going on X Factor. Never. Mark Page, when a pre-season friendly is released. They'll be soon, Mark. They're waiting for the final contract to be signed off. Then the information will be out. Hong Kong Fury, sung that before. Mo Awada, love the show, guys. Do you think with the right signings and investment we can finally win a cup, title, anything in the next 5 years? Yes, I do. What do you think?
I think you need a bit of luck as well, and a bit of good timing as well. Good timing, things to just fall into place for you. But ultimately, you need a good football team, don't you, to get you know, especially when you get to the final. I think Watford proved that.
Yeah,
you know, you can get to a final and you can have all the hopes and wishes and dreams you want, but nowadays, those shocks are becoming so few because the likes of Man City are just taking it so seriously now when you get to a final, and they're so good that you need a little bit more. You need to have a decent team to actually win trophies now.
Yeah.
So we need a decent team.
We do. Charlie plays, guys, give up Toffee TV and make a singing channel.
Could we not do both?
Yeah.
Not do both?
Why not? Father Fudge, Gomez or Zuma, who should we prioritise signing more?
Gomez, because Zuma is literally out of our hands. It's out of Chelsea's hands, isn't it? I think everything being equal, I think Chelsea would sell Zuma. I think it wouldn't bother them.
Yeah,
but everything isn't equal. We don't live in an equal world.
If Everton could buy anyone, who would they choose? We think we've done that before. If anyone in the world, it'd be Messi, wouldn't it? But
it wouldn't be Mbappe.
Oh yeah, what a player. What are you expecting next season? This is from Brad Threadgill. In my opinion, we need to get to a final and the top 6 100%.
Why do you just want to get to a final?
I think he maybe wants to win it. Win the final is what you want to do. I think he wants to win it.
You want to win the final.
Brad
you don't get remembered for getting to finals. You get remembered for winning finals. So that's what we've got to, you know, we need trophies.
I think Europe is an absolute must next season. I think the manager knows that. I think Mashiri, that's one of his aims, ASAP. So that's what we've got to aim for. Chris Chappell, will Jags get a testimonial? I should imagine he would.
I don't think he'll get one. Well, he won't get one this summer because obviously there's a lot of preparation going to these things. But hopefully he will. We were talking about this yesterday. What about a Jags 11 versus a Baines 11?
Yeah. Or have the both joint testimonials, you mean?
Yeah, like a joint testimonial. Jags 11 versus Baines 11. Goodison Park. Get all their like mates in, get favourite players, and get the likes of Howard back. Cahill back, Distan back, Arteta, maybe a few of their players that they enjoyed playing against, try and get them there and have a big, forget about having like
don't play like a friendly against Valencia or
have something that is for those, like a big celebration game that everyone, all the fans turn up at Goodison for. Get Ferguson to play, get Rooney to play, get anyone from the last 10, 15 years on and off the pitch.
Billy. All of those. Jermaine Beckford. Phil Neville.
Wouldn't be late.
He would be late. Terry, Matt, Kenny to Schalke, thoughts? Can do well and break in on a return. Well, it'd be a big step up. He's played in the Championship. I think if we could get him over to Germany and experience a different way of life and a different league, I think that would help him kick on, rather than him knocking around Finch Farm next season and not really getting in. Or going into the Champions. The Championship would help because he'd play every week, but I'd love him to go to Germany, to be honest. I think
what's happening over on page?
That would help him immensely. Not a lot. Until I refresh, obviously.
Refresh?
I'm refreshing.
Refreshing?
I'm refreshing. While it's refreshing.
I mean, that's still YouTube.
I know, but I said while it's refreshing. No. Fred XBL, do you want to keep Zuma? Marie, stop singing, my ears are bleeding. Pack it in, Marie, we've got lovely voices.
What made it worse is she says stop head singing. My voice is incredible.
I think she likes my voice better.
My voice is incredible.
I mean, if you say so. Steve Donoghue, do you think Baz is Haller for sale? Everyone's for sale, aren't they? Let's be honest. And in Germany, I think there is rumours that they'd be willing to sell him. They just love money. Simon Rouse, should we look at a signing that could be a stronger captain, a real leader, and if so, who?
There aren't that many out there, are they? I mean, seeing what buying Van Dijk did for Liverpool, not only is he a tremendous defender, but he's also a leader on the pitch, leader off the pitch. Few and far between. That's what like Man United lack, don't they? They lack some discipline in the dressing room, someone who keep people in line as well. Something like you talk about Jags, and you look at Jags and you look at Distan and people like that. They were the people who kept Everton going. Howard, because they were obviously big influences in the dressing room. We kept the younger players in check, and I think when you've got a team that wins things, that's what you have. You have those players in and around the club that grab hold of the younger players and say, "Listen, this is what it's all about here." We had those players when we had Moyes because we had to have good characters. Cahill, look at Cahill. Look why people love Cahill, the character of him. He loves Everton, but that love came from adversity, and it came from grabbing older players and going, "Come on, we can do something here," which he used to always do, didn't he? Lead by example. People love Cahill. So yeah.
Patrick McAtea, is there any chance for a fans' farewell game for Jags in the summer? Maybe next season. It won't be this season. British CPA, it's Aaron, sing DuckTales.
Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. We write history, DuckTales. Woo! Every day that I need.
Okay, MGC 1878 said the Hurricanes football cartoon was a nice song.
I do remember the cartoon, I just can't remember the song. But I do remember it because it was a footy cartoon and they went all around the world to play in this Super League, which will probably end up happening. It was boss, wasn't it? Not enough.
Before I ask the next one, make sure you give them the thumbs up. 200 of you are watching it. Just click on the thumbs up for a sec. Just do it.
Different kind of questions.
Just dead easy.
Slightly,
Either of you remember Jamie and the Magic Touch?
Jamie and the Magic Touch.
Yeah. No, I've never heard of it. No,
what about Jossie's Giants?
Here comes Jossie's Giants. Football's just a branch of science. Yeah, but it wasn't a cartoon. It was boss though. Jossie's Giants.
Written by?
Don't know.
Sid Waddell.
Gonna say Waddell, the darts fella who's not here anymore.
The darts fella. I still love that. First series was boss, it was all about footy. Second series started going into like girlfriends and stuff. Didn't like that as much because I was only about 7.
Alex Wall, what time does Andre Gomez go to bed at night, lads?
Whenever he wants. Sexy.
That's what he does. Charlie plays, when is the kit going to be released? In time for the summer holidays for the kids.
In Australia.
No. Tom Walsh, most loyal Everton player.
What, now or ever?
I think Jags is quite loyal.
What's
because
loyalty?
3 times Arsenal came in for him and 3 times he turned them
That's what I
down.
was going to say. What's loyalty matched by? You could say Tony Hibbert, but did he have any chances to go anywhere bigger?
Arsenal. Oh, Hibbert.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Loyalty obviously is tested by if someone who's playing maybe Champions League football and stuff come in for you. Jags, Chelsea, Tottenham, Arsenal. I'll get there in the end. Arsenal came in for him a few times. So, yeah. Yeah,
interesting. Heard any news about pre-season fixtures? Yes, it'll be out soon.
We have.
Mads, Vincent, your predictions for the Merseyside derby now. Liverpool won the Champions League. They'll be tight and Everton will win one. There you go.
But what difference does it make that they won the Champions League?
Means no
we played
difference.
Twice against Liverpool last year and really should have beat them at Anfield.
Should have beat them at home.
And we drew with them at home. The year before, we drew with them twice in the league and got beat narrowly in the FA Cup. So I don't really see what difference it makes.
Doesn't make any difference because it's a derby. We've played Liverpool when they've been European champions before. It really means.
The last time we got spanked by them was when we got to 2 semi-finals that year. So
madness.
You know what I mean? It's you know.
James Fletcher, what do you think of Rupert Tower? I think it's being done by some idiots basically, and there's idiots all over the place. So, yeah.
Do you think, just on Rupert Tower, do you think that if another club had an emblem on their badge, right, that they would, and I'm certainly not having a go at Everton here, by the way. Let's say Arsenal or Chelsea or Man United had something on their badge that was real, right, and it was a landmark within the city.
Yeah.
Do you think they would do more, not to protect it, by the way, because I'm not having a go at Everton, do you think they'd do more to monetize it in terms of like, put a big fence around it and say you've got to pay to go in and look at it or something? Because think about what's mad about the tower, you know, it's here on my shirt, you know, it's on my arm, it's on my leg. It's a thing that's in the city that literally anyone can just go and walk over to. And do you think that other clubs might, I don't know. Do you know what I'm getting at?
Yeah, I don't know what you can do.
No, I don't, and I'm not having a go.
Everton don't own it for a start, so putting stuff round it is.
But do you think maybe that's the first step? Everton should do something to actually.
Well,
I don't know.
Well, the other club in our city, we own the emblem that's on their badge.
Yeah.
So they could look and go, well, hang on a sec.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying.
No, I know what you're saying.
It's weird, isn't it, that there's the emblem of our. I mean, I think there's a lot of people out there that for a long time didn't even realise
where it was.
I mean, for a long time.
Or even the thing.
A long time, Everton didn't do anything with it, and you know, a few years back, it all got cleaned up, and then obviously when Martinez was at the club, the club put the blue light on it. And there's more emphasis on it, but I don't know. That's the point. I'm just saying. I wonder if there's anything more the club can do to or you know, because I don't know. Maybe make it. Is there anything you can do with maybe a tour or something, or make it so that there's more of a presence?
Well, there's going to be a Everton landmarks run, isn't there? In August, we had the fella on from BTR run, and they're going to run from landmark to landmark in Everton's history. If you know your history tour, and that, I suppose that's the first thing of including it in a tour. It's certainly something we'll be doing in the summer.
No, it is the summer.
When you're back, we'll be going and doing a few things.
I just wonder, and I'm not, as I say, I'm not picking at anyone here. I'm just wondering whether anyone's got any suggestions for what Everton could do more to protect it. I know, listen, you can't have a security guard round or anything like that. I'm just wondering, because it is a big part. It's not part of the club's history in terms of how the club came to be or anything, but obviously it's the emblem on our chest. You know, it adorns everything to do with Everton. So I just wonder whether there's
Evil Knievel.
Why do people with really loud motorbikes and
Evil Knievel.
So, what's your suggestions if there's anything we could do?
Mick Mapper, no clue what kind of figure they're looking at reducing the wage bill to. To be honest, they're looking to just chase players that aren't involved and won't be considered as part of the match day squad, I suppose, and you need to reduce that, and then that frees up the opportunity to bring in other players, which we're trying to do now. If we could get rid of a few players, the fees aren't the issue, it's the room in the wage bill which holds everything up. So Sam, no problem. Brad Threadgill keeps saying there's a spider on a coat. I don't know where he's looking at.
I think he's just taking the piss.
Is he? All right. Rob Haywood, who's going to win the Champions League next? Probably Liverpool again. Liverpool or City.
I don't care.
Jack EFC, who'll win the rematch? Joshua or Ruiz?
Joshua will win it because I think he will be. He has to win it, and he'll. I think they'll get someone in to coach him properly now.
Brendan Murray can't see us buying a top striker. Think we'll stick with Richarlison and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. So who'd you fancy for top scorer next season, lads? I think we will bring a striker in. So I don't know. Simon,
do you think that if we bring? Sorry, do you think if we bring in someone next season who can play on the right, who's left-footed, that we might start seeing? I know the way we finished the season was good. We had a good balance. But do you think if we don't bring a striker in, he brings a right, he might start at left-footed playing, and he might say, well, we're going to look to develop Richarlison more in that central position?
The answer to that is yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think he thinks he is a centre forward. I think Richarlison's got one thing. Richarlison's got over Dominic Calvert-Lewin is his ability to be in the right place at the right time. I think he naturally goes into areas where he can get goals for himself. I don't think Dom does that. Dom's link-up plays better. He's better in the air. He's a real presence up there. But I think with Richarlison in those areas, you will get goals. It's just, it's so effective having a player in a wide area who can get as many goals as Richarlison does.
Definitely.
But I think that I wouldn't be surprised if he, even if we brought a striker in, if at times next season he used Richarlison through the middle. I wouldn't, because he did it last year, and I think he can get on the end of things. Simondo Films, what happened to Ball Street Social North? You guys made the race. We might do something with Chris and Paul as a Ball Street North in next season, maybe, but I don't know. Depends how well they're doing, whether we can be bothered doing it. But thanks anyway, Si. Joe Wyatt, what have you seen of Santiago Souza? Will he be a good addition to the squad? Well, the reality of it is I haven't seen hardly anything of him because he's played 4 games for River Plate. He won't get a work permit unless Harry Potter turns up to represent Everton at the hearing. But what may happen is Everton may buy him and send him back to River. That's kind of already hinted at this. You go back to River Plate and continue playing there. He's getting a community passport, which I don't know whether it means it's an Italian passport, which Argentinians like to have. And then we go for it again at a later date. That's what I think may happen, unless Everton can pull something out the fire. But everything we're hearing is it's going to be very, very difficult to get any work permit for him.
I don't think people should be worried
about it. He wouldn't even be in the... I don't even think... Even if Everton got him here, I don't think he wouldn't be considered the first team.
I think he's just a player that has got a big future, and they think he's got a big future, and we get him now, and he's a prospect. But we've bought loads of prospects in, and don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's not going to be. He's not a first team player, so don't worry about it. He's a developing player.
Yeah, and off. Jonathan Sparks, how did a lot of Liverpool celebrating make you feel? Just wondering, not bantering. Listen, we share a city with Liverpool. I've got good mates who are Reds, and they should celebrate massively. Of course, they should. It'd be very similar with if Everton won something. There would be Blues everywhere celebrating, and rightly so. So I've got no issue with Liverpool fans celebrating it. I've got the only thing that it didn't bother me, but the only thing was people decorating their house 2 weeks before was a bit weird. But certainly the last 48 hours before a cup final, I would expect every Red to put something up. So listen, it is what it is. It's You know what I mean? It makes you feel, as an Evertonian, I think what it makes you feel is we want some of that. We want to experience winning something. Listen, the Champions League is the Champions League, but as Evertonians, it's been far too long. Whether Liverpool fans want to take the piss or not, that's fair. That's up to them. But for us and for our own perspective, it's been far too long, and we need to try and win something to give our younger fans the experience of winning something. That's all I would say, innit?
Yeah, definitely.
James Murphy, favourite Everton kit?
Ooh, 95 we won the cup.
That kit?
87.
Your favourite?
87. Love that kit as
I think 85 mine still. But I think because of what it brings,
iconic,
I think
isn't it?
that's the thing. I think I really like this year's kit actually. But I think this year's one's been the best for a while. Best socks we've had is Martinez's second season. I love that, the dark socks with the like kit. Patrick McAteer, what about a fans farewell game for Jags? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. A game for Jags?
What if he plays against us next season?
Yeah, we might do. Sheffield United won him, so does Celtic, to be fair. Where are we? New kit, just said that.
Anything on
Let's have a look at Peyton while I try and catch up there. That was a big sigh.
I know, I'm looking at Billy.
Oh.
Is it done, Bill?
I don't think the files
Are you just looking out for a minute, are you?
I need to just,
Okay.
you know, do business stuff.
Go ahead, go and do it for a sec. If you had a choice of brands, Marcel, this is off Simon Rouse, for our kits and sponsor, who would it be? I don't know. Is the answer? The honest answer is I don't know. I quite like Adidas kits, but the problem you're gonna have with those brands is that most of them are just generic kits anyway, aren't they? With the badge slapped on them. Most kits are just repeated across 6 or 7, 8 different clubs. So I don't know. Sponsor, I don't know, someone like Jaguar or I don't know, Amazon. Maybe a big company, Facebook, I don't know. Anyone that pays us copious amounts of money so that we can
Is it all
get
about
better
money though?
players.
Is it all about money though? Because, you know what I mean?
Well, it is at the moment because we have to
though?
create
Is it though?
income streams, yes.
Because, no, is it though? Because I think having certain sponsors sometimes can give you different levels of exposure to markets. And if you had it's great having a sponsor that they'll give you money and stuff, but there is always that chance that if you have another sponsor, you might get paid a little bit less, but it might give you more exposure in a certain market, and their advertising themselves might feature you in their advertising. So there is that as well. I mean, I think if we had an American sponsor, we'd get more exposure in America. Might lead to more opportunities.
It's got to be a well-known American sponsor though, hasn't it? It's got to be. Really?
Yeah. Well,
Terry McAllister, Ped, have you seen the leaked Marvel film schedule for the coming years?
I have, of course I have. I leaked it.
Okay. Todd Grubb, would you guys ever think about doing Arsenal fan TV type videos?
No. Why do people want dickheads saying dickhead things?
I don't, to be honest, he says just chat with some other Everton fans on game
But
day.
we do. We have them in here. No, but what? I don't understand why people. That's dying out.
Todd's just asking a question.
And I'm answering the question. That is dying out. The Red Men don't even do that anymore.
No.
The Red Men have a big circle after the match where they just have an open mic. Well, that's fine, yeah. But do we do that? You know, there's other people who do that, and I don't think their videos get massive numbers. We have an open invite to come in here.
To send your videos
or to send your videos in straight after the match. There's nothing to say that you at the match can't get a camera, your phone. You've got one on your phone. You get a phone. You put it in front of your face, and you get someone else to hold it, and you just go.
Give us a minute or a minute and a half or 2 minutes of your
3 minutes
thoughts
to get your thoughts
and
out.
send it over.
Send it over,
love that.
and we'll put it out. It's.
I'll be honest, from my perspective, I've got my own match day routine, and I take me little fella and. We finish the match out and go home, and we've got stuff to do at home.
We don't have a team big enough. We don't have a team. Just me and him, and we've got Billy, who's our intern behind the camera, who's only here 2 days a week, and we're teaching him everything we can, and and he travels up from Shrewsbury to be here.
Top man.
2 days a week. Top lad he is.
We have Joe when he bothers.
Joe's got a
job.
Joe's got a full-time job. So really, there's only me and him. There's only me and him doing all this. And so you're saying to us after the match that you've got we do loads. I think loads, but to add that extra strand, I don't think it's what people want. I don't think people want people to go in front of the camera and say the things. Arsenal Fan TV is become a parody of itself.
It's a soap opera now. It's all scripted.
Robbie's
boss, but it's scripted.
Robbie does a brilliant job, but he's never the one calling people this and that. You have your collection of, you have obviously D2, who's got the biggest forehead in the world. Let's be honest, that's why he wears caps, because underneath it he's got Frankenstein's forehead underneath it, right? Troops is a sound lad. Troops has been easy, good lad.
Troops is boss.
But everything is just boom, sensationalised, isn't it? When they win, they're the greatest. When they lose,
and it's massive anyway, because Arsenal are massive globally. That's the other thing.
So we just do what we want to do, and I don't feel, and we've never really felt, there was much of a need to do that. Listen, you know what? Do you know what the mad thing is though? If we had done it, we'd be a much more successful channel in terms of subscribers and views.
They wouldn't be Blues though.
But would you want people coming onto our channel to just ridicule our fans
and our football club?
So we've always tried to stay away from that. We try to have respect. We'll moan, of course we'll moan, but we try and do it in a way that is, because straight after the match you're going to get, if it hasn't been good, you're going to get certain feelings, aren't you? You're going to get the absolute most emotional feelings of that game. That's not always the best time to look at a game of football, is right after it. You might have seen things in the game that mightn't have even happened. Oh, we should have had a penalty. You get only look at the video and like, maybe we shouldn't have had that penalty. Do you know what I mean? And it's great for views. It's great for, it would be great for the channel. It really would. You know, West Ham Fan TV, good set of lads. They've got better numbers than us because they had fan cams after the games where they got beat in the Europa League and stuff like that, where they had some lad used to come on and say the most maddest things, and people were like, look at this. Is that what we really want to do? No. Maybe if we were like 20 years younger, and we had more time and energy to devote to that kind of thing, maybe it'd float our boat. But
I think the thing what we always tend to do is look at if there's a real need for it. It's like risk. It's not risk in the war, but it's like you know, your pros and cons to it. And for me, the cons have always outweighed the pros. This is an open, like Ped said right at the top of that. There's an open invitation to any Evertonian who wants to come in and chat about Everton and give us his opinion. You can come into the studio and do it here, or you can do it through your videos. We love it when loads of people send in their match reactions or thoughts. We ask every week on Patreon, if you're a Patreon subscriber, send your videos in and we can talk about it. So get involved. If you're there and think, I want to do that, I'd like to get on and give my thoughts, send us a video and send us a few videos in and go from there. If you want to come in the studio and be a guest, by all means,
I'm biased.
Do it.
I'm biased, of course. I'm biased, but I think the things we talk about and the videos we put out are miles better than most of the other channels out there, because we sit down and we have the discussion this week Baz had with Andy, it's brilliant. It's a brilliant 50 minutes conversation about Everton. It really is. And there's no hype and there's no nonsense in there. It's just what. And that's, people have responded to that by saying to us, brilliant video, superb, intelligent, talking about what we want to talk about. People don't want the clickbait, fancy sensationalism stuff. They want to hear what's going on and have some proper chats about it. So, but you know, listen, if people think there's a market for fan cams and all that, someone will do it. And someone will be very good at it, but I'm not really seeing it yet. So,
Chris Chappell, Halle, definitely Chris. Free roll with you guys in the city during the parade. Well, we live here, so yeah. Trackbat, I'm gonna get your name terribly wrong. Shoshone, I apologise if that is not how you say it. Still think Tosin can do big. needs more game time next season, and maybe also needs to adapt the game around his strength. Not fond of selling him. Dominic Calvert-Lewin has improved a lot, but I'd go for Tosin as the main striker. I don't think Cenk offers... I think Cenk could go somewhere else and do well, because I think he's got goals in him, there's no question about it. But the way Everton play, I just don't think he suits the way Everton play. And I don't think you can put something in his game that would change that. He's got no pace. He works, he gives everything he's got every time he gets on the pitch, but he's got no pace. And I think in this Premier League now, it's all about pace, unless Everton played 3-5-2 or 4-4-2. But that means changing what Marco Silva does. So I don't see it. I like Tosin, I really do. And he has got goals in him. We sniffed the goal out of Tottenham on the last day. For little things like that, I think he's good. And I'm not against him staying. But for him, I think he could go and be a first choice striker somewhere else. The way we play just doesn't suit him. That's the way I look at it. We've already answered Gomez or Zuma. It'd be Gomez at the moment because Zuma's out of the Trevor Hambridge. Would Silva and Brands be able to cope with Rabiot's mum? Yeah, Brands is boss. I don't know what the Marco, but Brands is boss. He's just bomb him. Where are we? Mr. Pyro, since we love making fun of the RS for having fans outside Liverpool, what are your thoughts on international Everton fans? Won't the insults apply to us as well? Love from Singapore. First of all, thanks for watching from Singapore. I love the fact that we have Evertonians everywhere. And you know what? Liverpool, out of town and Liverpool fans, we don't. What it is,
we laugh at, no. We don't laugh at Liverpool fans for coming out of town. We laugh at the people who live here who don't go to games. That's what we laugh at. We're not laughing at overseas fans by any means.
I think the problem is that you'll see on social media, there'll be a shot of Anfield and everyone will have iPads and all that, right? And there's two issues with the iPad thing, isn't there?
It's an iPad.
It's an iPad in the match for a start.
And it's an iPad.
And a lot of people, I think this is just society, but I just think this is society in general. Is that too many people are bothered about capturing something on their iPad or the phone rather than being in the moment and celebrating. And it happens a lot. So Liverpool has got that tourist element to it, the same as Manchester United. Now you're an Evertonian in Singapore, probably gets up, watches all the Everton games, you come in, you would experience the whole thing and love being there. I think for a small aspect of Liverpool fans, it'll be a tourism thing, like when I go to Disney or whatever. But there'll be Liverpool fans who are international fans who are Liverpool fans, who are there for the Liverpool experience, not so much the Anfield experience, if you like. So they'll be involved in the game and all that. No issue with people taking pictures at the match. Why not, to record it? But when they're all holding iPads up, that's where they get that stick from. Liverpool are an elite global club. It's what they are. Manchester United are the same. Arsenal are the same. Everton aren't. Everton need to be better at that and bigger at that. We need fans from all over the world. We do. And so I embrace Evertonians from... I think it's amazing if you're an Evertonian and you're not from Liverpool in terms of where you are all over the country or all over Europe or all over the world. I think it's incredible, and I think it's something that we want more of. Why wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Anything to add?
No, I don't think it's... I think people get it the wrong way. The people who come to... A lot of people who go to those games are, like you just rightly said, they're there to experience the experience and not to experience the match. But mostly, most people are taking the mick out of people who live here, who are supposed to be Liverpool fans. And you wouldn't know from one day to the other they were Liverpool fans.
Yeah,
that's
the thing.
And then they win a trophy and suddenly there's thousands of them in the streets. Well, that's not my day-to-day experience of living in this city. They're not. There's people you suddenly, oh, hang on, you've got no interest in football, and then suddenly they have an interest in them. And
I went to get a takeaway at 8:05 on Saturday night and seen a few Liverpool fans like walking in the street, not in any rush to get anywhere, but they had Liverpool shirts on, and it's like, I've got no issue with you putting the Liverpool shirt on, but the game had kicked off and it was live on YouTube, so there was no reason. Everyone can get YouTube, it was free, so there's no reason why you're not watching the match. you're just out in the street, like, just stop talking.
I was in the Trafford Centre and
It's
at
just
half
mad.
time.
It's
I
mad.
witnessed someone buying a Liverpool shirt in the Trafford Centre at half time.
Terry McAllister says Rabiot is bad news. He'd be our Alexis.
He's not signing. Rabiot is not signing.
He'd be our Alexis
He's not signing for
Sanchez.
Everton Football Club. Rabiot is not signing for 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 Everton Football Club.
Record this just in case.
He's not signing for Everton.
Trapka is watching it from Switzerland. Hello, Trapka.
Good luck tonight. If you're Swiss.
Jonathan McCulford, apparently we spoke to Meunier's agent. I think Meunier's agent is playing he's playing everybody off against everybody. Ken Jones, how do you think Boa Morte will do as Silva's number 2?
No, he's assistant manager. If he was playing up front or on the wing, I could probably tell you. But as an assistant manager, I don't really have an insight to that.
Ken, I think he'll do all right. Marco wants him. He's worked with him before. He's identified him. So therefore, what can you do? Trevor Hambridge, we almost did start the season as we finished it. Surely if we can avoid tanking in December, we'll have a chance. You're right, it was the middle of the season that was poor, wasn't it? But, you know, Terry McAllister think Boa Morte coming in will be an issue with Ferguson. Nope, it was years ago. Barry Blackmore does left-footed right winger. Me and Richarlison will play more next season at number 9. That's what you said.
Gives us the option.
Where Brazil see him.
Gives us the option.
Yasin Parlaksu just dropped in realistic dream transfers. Neres, I suppose, and Halle.
Transfers.
Yeah, I think he just means, you know, yeah, who we really want. I think if we got Neres and Halle and Gomez and Zuma, I think that'd be an incredible window. But we'd have to probably ship a couple as well. Aidan O'Kane, do you think we need to pull our finger out and sign Andre Gomez?
No, you've got, listen, they know what they're doing. Ultimately, they know what they're doing. If he doesn't sign for Everton, it's because Everton aren't willing to pay the money that Barcelona want for him, and that's the way we work. That's the way we work now.
Yeah.
If you just pay money, what clubs ask for, then that's how you get yourself into the situation we've been getting. We got ourselves into. So
MJC 1878. I seen Gazza play for Newcastle, Tottenham, Middlesbrough, Everton. Did he play in the Rangers testimonial when Gavin McCann played that one, when Duncan's we won 3-2? He may have played in that, and if he did, I seen him then as well. Where are we? Callum Fraser-Dixon. Now, realistically, how many players do you think will leave this summer?
Depends, doesn't it? 7 maybe.
Who's better at Pez? And we're both as equally. I think we're both better on our own, ironically, than when we play together. There you go. Dan Busquets, Gomez or Zuma. We said Gomez a lot of times. Thoughts on Richarlison being linked with United, Mark Roberts? Nonsense. It's just Brazilian press going, he's done well. Who's a big club? Because Everton still don't get it. Where are we? We've done that one. No. Aaron Noah never finished Black Mirror. Got bored with it. Depay or Callum Wilson? That's from Has Gizzy.
Depay.
Okay.
Depay.
DC, do you think there's any chance using Balassi as part of an exchange to buy Wan-Bissaka? No, because I think they'll want about 70 million for Wan-Bissaka. Yeah. Robbie Bruce, Wan-Bissaka or Reece James. Wan-Bissaka, if he was realistic. Reece James, because he'll be a hell of a lot cheaper. Simon Stroud, don't know when the new kit's on sale. Sean Luke Doherty O'Brien, hello from Ireland. Hello, Sean.
Hello.
Sam Rees, do you think there'll be any transfer shocks for us, in or out?
I don't think there'll be any out.
No.
In, you never know. I mean, the point, I can't say yes, because then it wouldn't be a shock.
Okay. Tom Walsh, what's your favourite meal deal?
I used to like the Boots ones. When I worked on the cabs, I used to like the Boots ones.
What did you get? What was like your go-to? Salmon?
Early on, I used to be like, you know, like the triple bacon.
Oh, okay.
But then when I started to like try and diet a little bit more, then I might get like a Shaper's one, and then like a Shaper's drink, and like those crisps that are not really crisp, and it's all just air. You know, like but like a sour chive one, but it was nice. Sour cream and chive. It was not. They were nice.
Martin Edwards talking about pug wash with boss. Seaman Staines was one of the names.
Wasn't though. He wasn't.
And Roger the cabin boy.
This is like the Mandela effect. telling you, there was none of those people were in it. None of them were in it.
Stephen Kelly heard there won't be a pre-season friendly at Goodison this due to refurbishment. I don't think there is. There isn't a pre-season friendly at Goodison this year. Good.
There might be a game till September.
You just never know. Bradley Lloyd, if we sign a top striker, a top quality winger like Neres, and the additions of Goma and Zuma, do you see us competing with the top 4? Yeah. Because Man City and Liverpool are out on their own. Then Spurs are next best. And then after that, the other 3 teams are in flux. Chelsea have won the Europa League and are in there. I don't think they're better than Spurs. Got good players, but they're losing Hazard. Looks like they've lost Hazard today. So depending on who they bring in. And United and Arsenal are vulnerable as well. And I don't believe Wolves will have as good a season, but I don't know. They might sign a couple of good players. So you never know. All we can do is make ourselves better and see where we are. If we'd have got our act together in the middle of the season, we could have pushed for the top 4 this year, realistically. But we didn't.
We'll do 5 more minutes.
Yeah, okay. Daryl King, you following the Cricket World Cup? You're not asked. Not asked. Daryl sad, honestly. I know loads of people love it, but I'm just not asked about it. David Suggs, not related to football, but I was wondering if you saw When They See Us on Netflix. I've seen a clip for it. Is this the one about the 5 lads in New York?
What's it about?
Get accused of raping a jogger, I think.
Okay.
Just because they're black, I think.
I mean, that's
which is dark, but it's supposed to be very good.
Oh, okay.
Mark Roberts, best ever opponent you guys saw at Goodison. Mine was Ray Wilkins, for QPR in '95. So basically the best opposition player you've ever seen. Springs to mind. It's a tough one, that. There's been so many great performances.
Paul Scholes was, some games were just unbelievable. Ruud van Nistelrooy, I remember.
What a striker.
I remember he was amazing against us.
Glenn Hoddle, going back years, was fantastic. Van Dijk's performance this year was quite good. When of them perform. Harry Kane's performance as a centre forward, incredible. But yeah, I think it's hard because there's been a lot.
Always.
Les Ferdinand every time. But Johnny Hesketh, what do you think of Preston North End?
It's in Preston.
They're all right. They're all right. Really, any feelings about them?
Sound.
Yeah, I'd like them to have come up. They got close under Moyes, and when David Nugent was there, when he got close a few times. I'd like them to have get up, but
Come up.
you know the thing. BO, MMA or boxing?
I don't know. MMA is, I think you get a more fitting end to most fights. Boxing, I still think, I don't quite understand how the heavyweight champion of the world can end up in a boxing ring with the guy fought, Ruiz, because another fella failed the drug test. Do you know what I mean? I don't quite understand that. I don't understand that principle in boxing. Surely, if it's a proper sport, the guy who's the second best boxer should fight him, and it shouldn't be this fella's not trying to fight. This fella won't fight me. It should be the people in charge should say you've got to fight him. So none of this.
It's all about. It's like a story, though.
It's all about people wanting to protect their brand and not have their brand ruined. And then now and again you get a story like Saturday. But what's great about Saturday is it has made this fella's dream come true. But did he earn the right to get there? But the problem is, if the people who have earned the right don't want to fight each other, then and then the whole thing with the scoring, I just think is mad when they go, well, you'll never win a fight on points in this country.
Yeah,
why?
That's nonsense.
Why would you?
So you've almost got to knock your opponents out. It's mad.
And then it's like, so that Ruiz is saying, well, I want there's a rematch now, and it'll end up being at Wembley because they'll say to that fella, well, basically, if he knocks you out, if you do it in Wembley in front of 80,000 people, you're gonna get about 50 million quid or whatever, and that's you boxed off for life. If you do it in Mexico, the time difference and all this and blah blah blah, you won't get the money, and that lad's got to weigh up security for the rest of my life or the honour of being the champion.
Like, come on, let's do the last few. John Russell, highlights from Girona, Spain. What a place.
They got relegated, didn't they?
He did.
Devos.
6 dreams all day with it. Went to the new camp, hoping Marco can emulate that trophy room. Yes. Big Palace Juju like Ben Mee. I do like Ben Mee, he's a decent defender, nice left foot on him. Would Paul S. would finishing outside the top 6 be considered a failure next year? Depends how the season goes and what we do, doesn't it? If we won an FA Cup and finished 7th, then it couldn't, could it? But James EM, should we give Yerry Mina more first team time next season? Well, he needs to be fit and challenge him. Jeff Thompson, Shearer was a bastard, but he destroyed us regularly. Dalglish was the same. Dalglish was amazing, to be fair. Johnny Hesketh, I'm a Preston fan, but love the channel. Cheers, Johnny. Good luck to Preston. Rivanshan, Padachi, Baz and Ped, what you guys think about Souza?
We spoke about before.
Yeah, listen, we'll see
Even
what
if he signs,
yeah.
kid, leave him alone.
Jordan Reynolds, Baz was everything Jack Bauer did in 24, justified. Not everything, but most things.
What was the best thing he did?
He done loads of boss
No,
things.
the boss one.
The one that I thought was harsh was when he shot the kid, the fella, the FBI fella. He was like, he knelt down in series 3 or 4 and he just put a bullet in his head, said, I've got to do it, sorry. And just killed him. And you were like, what?
I liked when he was the fella was in the hotel room and he basically just stripped the lamp, got the 2 ends and shoved them in his nipples to test whether he was a bad guy.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, and I don't know whether he was good or bad, but
he got like killed and everything, like heart attacks and everything. He just got up and carried on. 10 minutes later, he was running out.
Damn it!
Do it. Damn it. What a show. What would you rather achieve, top 4 or an FA Cup? That's from Yasin Parlaksu.
FA Cup. I think we just need a trophy. We need a trophy in our lives.
Stevie FC. Give Pez a mic that works.
I've got a mic.
Got a mic that works, apparently.
Yeah,
Jeff Thompson, Ped, if you keep that hair, you'll eventually look like Donald Trump.
No, I won't. Because mine's real. For a start.
Good answer. Ped, can you recommend a geek nerd podcast to listen to?
Ooh, I believe there's one called the Nerds Social Club podcast.
Is there?
Any good? I've heard it's quite good. I believe that one of the presenters stays up very, very late at night and ends up looking like this.
When he comes in here, they're doing his real job. Damien Hagan, just read a post saying Everton have done more than most to sign Munier. I think that's just his agent, honestly. Martin Edwards, good feathers cartoon, was Boss Cameron Hay. Hello, Cam. Best film ever. What's your best film ever?
There's no such thing as the best film ever. I mean, the best film ever probably is The Godfather Part 2. That is probably the best film ever. But it's not for everybody. Of course it's not for everybody. But it probably is the best film ever. But listen, it depends what...
I love Top Gun.
I mean, you know, your highway...
There you go.
Danger zone.
Yeah.
Depends what mood I'm in. Sometimes throw the Bourne Identity on. And you just can't beat the Bourne Identity.
You can't.
The problem with Bourne Identity is, though...
Can't beat
it. It's starting to age. It's starting to look its age.
Yeah, but
it's still boss. It's a boss film.
Deepak Rawat, hi Baz and Ped, I'm an Evertonian from India. Yeah. Hello Deepak, thanks for watching, mate. Big Palace shoot, Liam or Noel?
Used to be Noel, but now it's probably, since Noel become a bad Tory, it's probably Liam.
Fair enough. Pat Kelly, Everton's retain list on the back. It's released on Friday apparently. Yeah. Aaron, what's it going to take for Everton to do a pre-season tour in the US? Answer that in 30 seconds, please.
Money, it's going to take money. Someone to pay Everton, I imagine. They're not going to do it off their own backs, which is frustrating.
Tom McBride out of United, Chelsea and Arsenal, which will be the weakest 2 next season. Depends on who buys who, but at this moment, Arsenal definitely, and Man United. That's what I would say at this moment. Could all change by August the 8th, couldn't it? Hernandez, W04, do you think Davis should stay or go on loan?
Stay.
Would you want Vlasic to have a go next season and keep Luckman? And what about Luckman?
Luckman's probably going to get sold. Southampton talking about him again today, wasn't he? Ralph.
Did Chris Pajak used to be an Everton fan? No, his brother's an Evertonian, and the picture you see when he's got an Everton shirt on, he lost a bet after a derby, and whoever lost the bet had to wear the other one's shirt. He said, I are blue.
Big Everton. Got bullied.
Danny G, where did you go on holiday? Went to Wales, Dan. I'm going to America later in the year, but I went to Wales. Damien Hagan, Baz and Pez as Sousa signed now that Argentina are out the World Cup.
Has he signed? No, he hasn't signed.
No, you've got a work permit.
Signed.
Alex Hayes, do you want Dean to take the number 3 if
Yes.
Baines does when Baines leaves?
Yes, but he won't take it yet.
No, apparently Baines is staying. Yeah. Where are we? Anthony Clark, you reckon we'll get Timo Werner? No, but would absolutely love him. Reece, what Pez is your series on? Pez 2019. It's just the classic teams. Classic. Alex JG1124, do Liverpool deserve credit for their Champions League final win? Yes.
They won the
Of course they deserve credit. Free roll, have the
don't have to give it though. I mean that's.
But they do deserve it. Have the Redmen TV giving you guys any stick since winning a cup? No, because we weren't in it and he didn't beat us. Why would they give us stick? Where are we? This is gone. Stone Roses or the Smiths pad?
Stone Roses again. Morrissey, absolute wanker.
Jamie Davis, Sopranos, the best show ever.
Is it though?
Adam, I don't think it is. Adam, Gladiator is the best film ever.
I mean, Gladiator is amazing, but it's not the best film ever. It's amazing. Don't get me wrong, but it's not. It is an amazing film, but it might be your best film ever. So that's cool. I love Gladiator. I don't think it's the best film ever because Godfather 2 is amazing. It interweaves 2 stories like that. It's amazing. They'd never make it again. They'd never make us a film like that again.
Buttered up. I'm a Liverpool fan. Love the channel and you guys. All the best for next season. Thank you very much, mate. And you. And the Mighty Blues, Cam, again, how many years till we can catch Spurs?
2.
Ooh,
2 if we went like that and they went like that.
Yeah,
Cool.
Marlow, Vice City or San Andreas?
I never played San Andreas. I never played it.
I
got
Vice
it.
City's better.
I got it on a chipped copy. That's if you kids know what a chipped copy is. And I remember playing it, and it went off, and I lost all the data because it was, what was it, PS2?
PS2, yeah.
And I lost
Vice City,
and I was well into it, and I just never bothered going back.
San Andreas was too big, man.
No, I love the big ones. I love.
I know, but sometimes
don't gift that.
Really?
I
get your thumbs up. We'll do 2 more minutes. Get your thumbs up now.
250 watching.
Do it now.
124.
Do it now. I want to see it. It's 150 in the next 2 minutes. Go.
I love GTA 5. I love the fact that it's massive. I love the fact that Red Dead is massive.
Marlow, True Detective or The Wire? You've seen both.
The Wire. True Detective is good, but The Wire is amazing.
Carson N should be going for City.
Yeah.
Okay.
We won't, but yeah.
Yeah. Martin Hennessy, are you going to sit next to each other at Bramley Moore? No, because he likes to sit behind a goal, and I like to sit on the side.
2 steps forward, 2 steps back. If you're old, you'll get that.
Did you play GTA 5?
Yeah.
Yes. Oliver G, Liverpool fan from Canada, who loves the channel. Good stuff. Thanks very much, Oliver. Appreciated.
We've got someone sent us biscuits and chocolate from Canada. It's amazing.
Oh, is it round 2 tomorrow? Oh no, would we do it all?
No,
round 2, surely.
Round 2
tomorrow on AOB.
Didn't even touch it last week when you were here.
No, top man, aren't you? Good man. I'm not doing a predictive finish for Everton. Sorry, Tom K. I'll do it when the transfer window has
Come on, get those likes up.
The likes
200. I want the 200.
Come on, you're sitting there. Just it takes a sec. Go ahead. Keith Powell, did you see? That'll get the likes down. Did you see Walcott is the 5th richest footballer in the UK?
Well, he has been around for a while.
He certainly has. Come on, keep the likes going. It takes a sec. Recommend me a new box set.
We don't know what you've watched.
Yeah. What's Line of Duty? It's amazing.
We can't get scared because I protect the second, you know. Paula Abdul and a cartoon cat made a song and danced together. Didn't know that, did you? Don't even know who Paula Abdul is.
Carson N, best player we could possibly sign this summer. Mbappe.
Ronaldo.
No, Neres maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Thoughts on Bertrand Traore links very quickly. Listen, watch the video I did with El Pivotal Football, Andy. He talks about Bertrand Traore and gives you the numbers behind the eye test. Daniel Johnson, AFC fan from Belfast. What's happening? Hello, Daniel. What's happening is we're about to finish because you're a bit late, but thanks for joining in. Terry McAllister, cats or dogs? Dogs! Everton 2000, who's the best centre-back you've seen play for Everton? That's a tough one, that.
Rats.
Kevin Ratcliffe, probably. We have had some good ones, though. We certainly have. Line of Duty or Luther. Line of Duty's brilliant.
Luther's good as
Luther's decent, yeah. It is, to be fair.
Different.
Pink and black away kits or amber and blue? I'd love amber and blue.
Both.
To be honest. But yeah, both now. Tony D, will Jags get a testimonial? I imagine he will. And the last one we're going to do, Matthew Adams. What do we do with Holgate next season? I can't believe 28 more of you haven't clicked like. Lazy, that. It's lazy considering.
Pure laziness.
It just takes 1 sec like that to get that to 200. But it's up to you. It's on your shoulders. It's fair enough. It's fair enough. Look, even Lee Eiley says, Lee is leaving. What? Lee says, how hard is it to press the like button?
It's there.
Dead easy, he said.
Press it.
Andrew, sorry, L pivot football, FTBL. You're right, it wasn't as hard as I made it sound. Paula Abdul was in my... Fair enough, resonate, quality.
What was the cat?
No, it can't be.
Oh, okay.
It can't have been. I'm not sure.
What's that say about the Red Dead Redemption? It's on PS3, but they should.
They should do
like
it,
I've got
Marlo.
my PS3 right next to me PS4, so I could play Red Dead. But they should redo it like they did with like The Last of Us and stuff, and put it on because people would sell it, would buy it like it was going out of fashion.
Out of fashion.
And I want it on the PS4. So
Luke Hallow, you've played Red Dead 2. Yes, it's amazing. I haven't finished it yet.
I can't say anything about it. But what I will say is,
I'm getting close to finishing.
If you've got it and you've never played the one before, then Red Dead Redemption 2 is the prequel. So you get to do the next thing in it, which is what we all want. So if they had any brains about them, they'd redo it for PS4 and it would sell.
Lee is Lee. I know. Sorry, Lee. I get it now. Marlo, Chinese or Indian food?
Chinese when I just want something to eat.
Yeah.
Indian when I'm, I love Indian, but I've got to be.
Yeah.
I've got to be. My body's got to be in the right place.
What will Robert Patterson's Batman voice sound like?
Hello, I'm Batman.
Stephen Ramsdale, Tabby Abraham.
What about him?
You want him? Yes or no? Carson, then the first Red Dead is on PS4, but you need to play. You need PlayStation service.
But
it isn't remastered.
It hasn't been remastered. And I know it's there. You can get it on the streaming service, but it hasn't been remastered. I'm saying if they remastered it and got it up to PS4 level, then it would sell like the proverbial hot cake.
You play Fozzie 18. Fozzie 18's mate Tom. Are you mate? You're all right. Joseph Cosgrave, Metal Gear Solid 1 needs to be done on the PS4. Tom Austin, you play John Marston, you do. Hey boy. Metal Gear Solid. Tom Austin, favourite comedian, boys?
Well, it's not John Bishop.
No.
And what you've got to do if you want a sound like John Bishop,
you've got to put the lisp in for
a
talk.
bit of lisp and just talk very, very slowly with a Scouse accent that makes you sound like you're not really Scouse. And
Pat Dog, thanks very much for liking it on 2 accounts, much appreciated. Callum Wilson, it might be the Callum Wilson from Bournemouth, wanting us to say we want him. Do you believe he'll be able to get out all of the dead weight? I don't know, mate. Do we think we can reach Europe this year? Yes, I do.
Dead weight or dead wood?
Dead weight and dead wood, whatever. Okay. J Mac Rockstar remastered GTA 5 for the PS4.
Exactly.
He did.
Exactly. So do it with Red Dead.
Do it
for
now.
God's sake, do
it. Nine likes before we finish. Come on.
I bet they do it. I bet they do. I bet they put it on the PlayStation 5. Are you gonna buy a PlayStation 5, or is that gonna be too? Will it have gone too far?
No, of course I'll be buying it.
I'm just asking. I'm just saying,
Yes, I am.
With your age and stuff.
Shut up, mate. I'll be buying them till I'm 90. Loving it. PlayStation 10.
PlayStation 7.
Can you tell us when Amanda Holden will be at home matches? Well, if we could tell you that,
that wouldn't tell anyone.
No, she'd be in with me. There you go. Right, 9 people haven't done it. So
come on, 9 more.
No, let's finish it. It takes 1 second.
No,
so
9 more.
Ian Clarke, Richard Pryor's his favourite comedian.
Oh, great comedian.
He is a great comedian. That's it. Let's finish it.
What we just need 9 more likes. If you give us 9 more likes, you know, Gary, are you watching, Gary? Just get 9 more likes. That's what we need.
Pratt, any truth in Luckman to Saints rumours?
Maybe.
Yeah, possibly. They do like him.
Keith, I never seen Brian LeBone, but he was fantastic when he used to come up to me on the train.
There you go. Pat Dog John Bishop is a wool, isn't he?
He is
yes,
a wool.
massive, but fair play to him. Terry, I know, I keep saying we're finishing it, and we keep seeing more good questions, but
what it is there's a lot of good questions out there that we want to answer.
best show made by Ricky
198
Gervais.
likes. Need 2 more likes, get 2 more likes. And
There
we
it
got
is.
200 likes, that's fantastic. Fantastic news that we got 2 more
Yeah,
likes.
of course.
That's
Listen,
fantastic.
we're going best. I'm finishing with this. Tom Walsh, best show made by Ricky Gervais.
The Office.
Afterlife.